Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. NVIDIA did some recovery today. In this video, we'll take a look how NVIDIA can perform tomorrow and Friday. Can it break the all-time high in next 2 days? We'll discuss in this video. Now, let's get started. Starting with the daily summary, NVIDIA opened at 133.98. It made a high 136.62. It made a low 131.58 and it closed at 135.72. That is 3.13% up. So that's a good recovery today, but I was not expecting this much increase today. I was expecting a sideways movement or a little dip on Nvidia stock. It's good to see that Nvidia made a comeback. But overall, it was not a good day for the AI stocks. Let's take a look my watch list. You see that most of the stocks in my watch list are negative today, with the exception of Avago, SMCI, and Nvidia. Now let's take a look technical charts for Nvidia and try to make an assessment for tomorrow and Friday. You see a 180-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia on your screen and also the MACD chart. So you can notice that MACD line is started going up today and right now it's just above the zero line. So that tells that Nvidia got some momentum today, but still we need to wait before we can conclude that Nvidia got the strong positive momentum. With this momentum, I do not think that it can break all-time high this week. And if you take a look Fibonacci levels, Nvidia is still trading between 140 and 125, those two levels. And in my opinion, for next few days, Nvidia should be trading between 130 and 140. I do not expect Nvidia to break all-time high this week. Let's take a look forward P for Nvidia and other AI stocks. Based on the forward P, Nvidia is at 43.50 and still Nvidia's forward P ranging between 40 and 50, and that's what I think in normal condition this should be the case. But if Nvidia gets some good data or some good news, the forward P can reach to 50 before the next earnings. But in my assessment, I think that Nvidia should touch the forward P of 50 in next 4 weeks. Another good thing you can notice that is the SMCI. SMCI stock also went up probably about 3%. One time it was about 4.5% sometime this morning. So remember I made the assessment regarding SMCI that SMCI is highly underpriced and SMCI has more potential to go further up before next earnings compared with other AI stocks. So I'm still holding SMCI and Nvidia at this point, and I do not plan to sell them before the earnings. Now let's take a look some news regarding Nvidia and try to make some assessment. It looks like no major news or data got published today, but still we can take a look some news. For example, this one that says ASML chip crash is an opportunity why Nvidia and AI stocks will rally back. And this is exactly what I said yesterday that this is a good buy opportunity for Nvidia because Nvidia was down about 4 or 5%. And Nvidia had to come back. And I shared with you two possibilities. One, either Nvidia will start moving up or it will take a dip one more time and then again start moving up. So Nvidia luckily got some momentum today. but it doesn't mean that Nvidia will go up tomorrow and Friday as well. Again, I think Nvidia should take a little dip before breaking the all-time high of 140. Let's take a look. This one that says Nvidia shares are rising on Wednesday. What's going on? Let's open it. So they are citing this reason that says Biden administration was weighing on new export restrictions aimed at curbing the sale of advanced AI chips to countries seen as potential national security threats. Another reason they cited here, and that says Nvidia and other semiconductor stocks are bouncing back Wednesday. The rebound appears partly due to optimism around AI related demand, stating that the company remains quite optimistic about the long term growth in AI segment on a conference call. So that's good to see, right? As I mentioned yesterday, that ASML earnings and the sales report yesterday was not a big deal, right? And we should not be worried too much about Nvidia after looking at ASML numbers. Finally, ASML reported their numbers. As you see that they beat the earnings by 8.61% and they beat the revenue 4.19%. I guess better than the last quarter. And that's a good sign. And that's a positive factor for Nvidia as well. Now let's take a look this one and that says Taiwan semis earnings are almost here. AI chip demand should still be strong. So that's true. We have the TSMC earnings tomorrow, and that would be important for Nvidia as well. Looking at the historical data for TSMC, you see that in last two quarters they were able to beat the earnings and also the revenue, but with a very narrow margin. So in this quarter as well, I think they should be able to beat the EPS and also the revenue. But I think that their EPS margin would further shrink in this quarter. Maybe they can report about 3 to 4% earnings beat. I guess that's all about Nvidia news and assessment for this week. I made this video short because it's already too late and I just focused my this video to specific points that could be relevant to you. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more in the next video. Take care.